Hello and welcome back to part 36 of Citizen Sleeper. I didn't scrap, did I? So I'm just gonna, not that I need to, I keep it higher just in case one day I forget like I did before. But otherwise we are ready to end this cycle and figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow. You never know, maybe someone will wake us up knocking at our door and give us a priority, because at this point I don't like having to make this decision. These are bad dice. Right. So, here's our big countdown of the next Flux event. The sooner your preparations are complete, the better the outcome. We do need to batten down the hatches, that's what it's called, right? So we should probably go and focus on the stuff with Peak first. And then we'll have to scramble at the end for the evacuation if that's how it ends up working out. So we can use these18 and then re-roll these. And I was trying to think, so we're already 2 days down. We have 10 days left. We have 18. The things that we need to do. We need 6 good dice for each thing. And we have 3 jobs that I'm specifically focused on. So that's 3 times 6 is, and that's 18, right? 6, 12, 18, I think. So that means 18 dice, right? And then if you divide that by 5, because we have 5 dice a day, that's maybe going to take 4 days, and that's not including, right, I don't know, right, this, I could have had some wrong calculations down the route here, but, and that's not specifically including, that's including maybe a couple of bad dice. But it's gonna, so say 5 days. So we are on schedule for the things that I want to do right now. No, with some leeway if that's all we have to do. But there is the idea that we might have to do more. So I still think the most important thing, well, it's not that important if we're definitely evacuating, but we have to stand up. Like, we have to fight, right? We can't just let them easily get away with what they're doing. I've gone straight past it. Where is it? Here it is. So I think we're gonna fill this up first. If this ends the game, that's a shame. But I think this is what we have to do. It's hard because I'm 50-50 on running away. Because at this point, I'm like, fuck it, they can have it. I will go and try and find somewhere. There's got to be a utopia somewhere in the universe. Right? We know this company is willing to basically just outright mass murder. That's what they've done already. And it's not even as if they provided an eviction notice. They just decided to fuck with everyone. I hate them, so that means I don't want to deal with them, which means running away. But Peak is inspiring me, you know? The people here want to fight, or at least Peak and Feng do. There's some people that are not gonna leave. They're gonna fight and they're gonna die, or they're gonna fight and they're gonna keep fighting another day. And I don't like leaving them behind. Which means I need to commit to this. I think. So, let's do this then. Let's put these good dice in, re-roll. Let's do some days work, I guess. This is stressful. We are just exploring the facility. We haven't found the core yet. They did say something about it being the only chance. That's the thing that's worrying me. Oof, okay. Always a 1. Always. Yeah, so let's keep hacking. Let's keep exploring. 2 more good dice in here. Hold on. If I put this here. Just the neutral is such a waste once again. What happens if I put the 1 in? We might lose a condition. Might be a chance I'm willing... no, because that won't finish it today anyway. Oh, fuck it. 50-50, come on. Fuck you, game. Well. I don't know why I did that. That was a positive outcome. Oh, if the other one was positive, it would have been so good. Whoa. I didn't know that was gonna happen. No, it's not finished. Oh dear, okay. I'm starving. I was just gonna go and eat some mushrooms. Sleeper, here. Pete calls to you from across the flickering corridor. An elevator to the core. They smile. This is it. It has been a long set of cycles hunting for a path through the derelict layers of old Solheim. It's been one cycle. A long one cycle. But finally, here it is. The path down to the core. You rush over to Peak. There must be a security thing we still need to do. As you do, the doors grind open, the dingy elevator flickering as they do. You look at Peak, who nervously gestures for you to get in. I'll get in. The elevator bounces a little, but stays stable. Imagine if it just collapsed. Game over. You glance back to see Peak watching you nervously. They follow you in, sheepishly. Just a little nervous. Peak reaches over and punches the button for the lowest level, flinching a little as the doors grind closed. The elevator sets off, screeching through the floors as it does at an unsettlingly loud volume. I'd feel more comfortable if we spoke. Peak raises their voice over the noise, not nose. Voice? What? Okay, I'm clearly having a word struggly day. I apologise for that. I'd feel more comfortable if we spoke. Peak raises their voice over the noise. It's not going to be a short trip. Don't tell me... We still had one gap, though, that we needed to fill. How's Eshi? Do you think this will work? Have you heard of... Yeah, I'm going to ask about Senate stat. Peak thinks. Maybe once, they frown. Could have been mentioned in an XPR news packet, the kind of central administration sent out to us. Something about market analytics, I think. Fucking analytics. Caster, I'm so angry. They shake their head. When you have spent so much time trying to forget your past, this stuff isn't easy to dredge up. Gotcha. Well, I guess we're gonna get to ask all of these then. Do you think this will work? Peak laughs. Great question, Sleeper. Really takes my mind off things. They shake their head. What does it matter? We haven't got much of a choice at this point. I'd rather be doing something. They shrug. Ask me something else. How's Eshi? Peak pauses. I was thinking more like small talk. Okay, so we can't say anything right now. Elevator talk, they sigh. She is packing. They rub their eyes. Once Eshi has set her mind on something, well, you know her now. You know what I mean. The screeching of the elevator fills the silence. Will you leave with her? I don't know why we would persuade her to stay. Peak thinks for a moment. I don't know, Sleeper. I honestly don't know. Part of me wants to run, to keep running for as long as I can. I'm used to that. But another part is done with that. It's done with denying my past, my history. If I ever want to feel complete, to feel settled, don't I need to somehow resolve the person I was with the person I am now? I get what you mean, right? But there is no shame in running from certain death. Pete goes quiet, and you do too. There are so many possible questions, too many possibilities before you. It just seems easier to get on with the task at hand and leave the consequences for later. The elevator screams to a stop, and the doors ping open with a strangely cheerful beep. You glance at Peak. time to move on. You both walk out into an atrium, still lit by some ragged-looking light panels on the ceiling, once simulating a summer sky, now degraded into flickering blue and white tapestry of glitches. Oh, I don't like that. That sounds haunted. Peak crosses quickly, making a beeline for large doors on the far side, where you can make out a faded sign in the massive peeling letters, Central Control. You follow, helping them lever open the partially powered doors until the motors kick in and they spring to life, thudding open. You and Peak tumble through, across the damp metal. As you stand, you are greeted by flickering lights, thousands of them, a vast cylindrical sack of servers, processors and transmitters dominates the center of the room, its flickering LEDs reflected in the scattered puddles surrounding it. Despite the decay, the warped panels and water leaks, it is still running, just as it has for decades and decades, since the station was first spun up. You wonder how long it's been since anyone's been in this room. That's a bit terrifying. How is the core system of this thing so neglected? It's got water leaks. This is literally our... I know there's a life system separate, but this is what keeps the life system a life system. You know what I mean? Concerning. You exchange wide-eyed looks with Peak. This place is a still living piece of history. What is this place, or what now? Well, what now is we plant some mushrooms, right? In the puddles on the ground. Just release the spores. What is this place? Peak stares. One of the central facilities of the station. The primary one for the rim, it looks like. They shake their head. The heart of this place. Peak takes a handful of mulch from a small bag. It glitters with spores. Now we seed this place. They cross to the server and start packing the mulch deep into the machinery, pushing fistfuls deep into the gaps in the paneling, laying it across hardware. As you watch them doing this, you feel a tug, a thread pulling at you. You approach the vast piece of cylindrical hardware that Peak is stuffing mulch into. You run your hands across its plated metal surface and watch the lights blink in response. There's something in there. As you pass, you hear a whirring, like a physical disk drive starting up. I wonder if it's... what's the name? Vending machine friend? The navigator? They should be over here. They might have set up their refuge, given us another thing that we need to protect. Lean closer. You put your face against the metal, the smell of hot air venting from the hardware. Heart was the right choice of word, you think. The whirring shifts alternating, speeding up, slowing down, and as you listen, you hear it modulate into a voice. Sleeper, you freeze. You are here. For a moment, you are afraid, but something in the tonality of the voice is familiar. Navigator, I knew it. Knew it. How you doing, buddy? You living in the heart of the eye? Another drive spins up, and another, giving the voice a richer, multi-tonal sound. I had forgotten what it felt like to speak like this. Wait, why are you in hardware again? The drives skip. There is certain quality to it, a certain physicality. What are you doing here? The drives squawk in unison. Can Peak hear this too? Did you imagine the flux? The shadow protocol? That they were just a problem for the people on the station? A high whining begins. They are all the more dangerous to us. Yeah, knew it. I have been in hiding once more, jumping from network to avoid the shadow as it eats up nodes. A low rumble. I had thought my hiding days were done. Just can't catch a break. For the moment, I have found myself a safe haven here in the core. The shadow has yet to breach this facility, although that is a temporary state of affairs. The rumble stops. My predictions do not point to good outcomes. That's why we are here. You explained to Navigator about Peak's plan, about Gardner's resistance to the shadow, and how by seeding key systems you will protect them from its advance. The drives hum thoughtfully as you speak. A desperate plan, the drives were, but appropriate given the probability of total collapse. I am not sure what will be worse for us, hiding from the erasure of the Shadow Protocol or the assimilation of the Gardener. The driver pauses to reset. But we owe you our freedom. I will do what I can to guide the Gardener into the systems you have seeded. A pause. It is correct to do so. Oh, we've got help in all dimensions. See, this is why we have to stay. Look we are literally working our way through our contacts that we've made in the past. Feng, now Navigator. Are we gonna go and see, oh, Rico? Is that a name at some point? I would love to. Be careful. Be careful. The drives squeak an affirmation. You have a notable persistence, Sleeper. Even with such poor probabilities of success, I will be curious to see the outcome. The drives squeal, the motor's giving out. This cannot be sustained much longer. Go, I will be fine, or good luck. Wait, can we tell them to leave and not help? Because I don't agree when they said that they owe their life to us. I disagree. We just helped, and then I'm pretty sure they helped us too. And like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't feel like if someone saves your life, you owe them your life. It's not how it works. So I want this friend to do what they need to do, but I don't understand if that's what it means. This cannot be sustained much longer. But this is also maybe the safest place for the Navigator to be. In all fairness. It's not just the eye that's even affected. Yeah, actually, this might be... Yeah, the Navigator's only chance might be within this little army of cloud spore burner thingies. Because it's gonna find them, yeah, or getting downloaded again into a what are these things called? A shipmind core. Good luck. Yeah, I think this is the best place to be. If this falls, we're all fucked, you know? Good luck. A final squeak of affirmation, and then the drives skitter and slow to a halt. You step back from the towering cylinder, staring at this vast piece of Solheim hardware. This whole place is built from ghosts, you think, from old protocols and company hardware, from engines that drove decades of corporate expansion. Is the eye proof that they can be shifted, bent, forced into new configurations that allow for new ways of living? Or is it inevitable collapse proof that these engines of expansion can never be anything other than a corrupt foundation? Oh, what a great paragraph. I don't know, because the thing is, if it wasn't for all of the external bullshit, it would be the first one. It's evolving. Everything here is evolved and changed to meet new needs, which is hopeful, right? But its inevitable collapse is the fact of what is happening right now. And how can they ever be anything other than corruption? Because this bullshit keeps happening, you know? What can you do? I thought space was supposed to be safe from all the capitalism. I was lied to. It seems to depend on who you ask. Okay, that's maybe the correct answer. Done. Peak shout breaks your line of thought. The heat and damp should help the spores germinate quickly. If we are lucky, there is enough time for some growth before we reconnect the greenway. Yes, that's the next stage. Yeah. They glance at you. That's it. All the facilities seeded, they sigh. We either just ensured the eye's survival or stuffed a whole lot of soil into one of the most important computers. They laugh weakly. Well, we did do one of those things. Or maybe both. Shall we go? They start to head toward the doors and the elevator beyond. Okay, let's take one last look. You wait for a moment, following the blinking lights. You wonder what might be tucked away in such a structure, what secrets it might hold, what histories. It's an intriguing prospect, but while you watch the lights, you realize something. If the eye is to become anything more than an offshoot, a temporary structure, it must form its own history, its own stories, stronger than anything that came before. Unlocking these Solheim secrets won't do that, but the persistence, the stubborn drive to survive that is in the veins of every person in this place, that will. And that is what you are trying to save. And that is what they are feeding into my veins too. If the stubborn drive of all the people here wasn't here, I would have left ages ago. But it is, and it's inspiring me to do the same. Excellent. You turn your back on the car and follow Peak back into the elevator. I mean, I was mainly only looking back to say goodbye to Navigator, but that's some good thoughts. As you ride the car back up, Peak raises their voice over the screeching. I'm going to the Founder's Gap to finalize the connection. The moment I'm ready, I'll let you know, and we'll let the gardener out. The sooner the better. Peak furrows their brow. If we wait until the final cycle, it'll be too late. Okay. If you want to help speed things up, go work with the flotilla. We can't make the connection until we know they're ready to go. Okay, right, this gives us a bit more order. Peak swallows. Unleashing Gardener could affect them too if we aren't careful. I don't like saying this will work. I also don't want to ask them what happens then, because they don't know either. I mean, I'll put the discussion on the table. Peak shrugs. I don't honestly know. Maybe Gardener takes over the station. Maybe they don't even react. They sigh. I can't think about it any longer. You ride the rest of the way in silence. When you reach the top, you go to your separate ways, but before you do, Peak embraces you, burying their face in your shoulder. You stand there together for a moment, spinning with the eye, moving relentlessly towards an unknown future. And then they let go and slip away. The pressure of their hug fading like a bruise as you begin to leave. Okay. Oh, we got another upgrade point. If we get one more, we can just have almost everything upgraded. Still haven't done it because we haven't really needed it. Right, well, it is a good day to eat some mushrooms if I can find them. Emphas, we have so many stories that we could tell you right now. And we're still on that other same day, aren't we? Right. Let's go across and see if anything's changed. If we have like a different timer for Peak, or like if we're gonna get to a point where we have to trigger things happening, if it's just gonna trigger itself after this time is up. Yeah, I think that maybe is just it for that part of it. Although it did say if we leave it till the end, we won't have enough time. Briar Base Camp that wastes. Commune. Wait, I don't know where we go to manually trigger this thing. Maybe it'll be a new thing on another day. Oh. It's here. See, we still have one thing here. I feel like that shouldn't have happened yet. That's strange. Okay, well, let's keep this. I don't know if we should put another dice in here, because that just feels like that's just helping us find the core, but we have found it. That's what we just did. Oh no, did something break? I don't know. This is why I wish we could manually save, because I could so easily just make a save, put a dice in that tomorrow, and find out if that's broken or if that's gonna trigger things or what, you know? Because we've planted them. We've literally found it and seeded it. Anyway, I think that means the next thing that we need to do is to start doing the work on the flotilla, which is fine. We can do that straight away. Let's have a sleep. Let's scrap up. Anything engineering, we'll choose to do that because we have a chance of getting scrap. So we don't have quite enough scrap to last us for the full 10 days. We do have 4 stabilizers. But I don't really want to have to waste our dice on getting more scrap. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's end this cycle. I'm a bit concerned. It seems like bugged, don't you think? Let's, I guess, just start working over here. Maybe once we get halfway, we'll get another thing. So engineer for sure. Is this the one we want to do first? If we aim to get them all done, I think it doesn't matter which order we do them in, does it? There's no point in having all the food ready if we can't fit the people in, but there's no point in fitting the people in if we don't have food, so... Yeah, let's just go everything into engineer for the chance of scrap. I might go and put this 3 into the other one. Right, 2 more. 2 more good dice, so we can get this one finished tomorrow. And that didn't give us any text. I think I'm gonna do it. Just, I'm frightened in case my entire game breaks or something. Just seems like a bug. Because this isn't gonna reconnect, is it? This isn't gonna reconnect the... What's it called? You know, I'm not gonna do it yet just in case. But I do need to know what it's gonna take to reconnect the greenway. Oh, man. We should do this. But we're gonna get the one. The facility Peak has led you to is decay and derelict, but they promise the core is still active, you just have to find it. Yeah, we've done that. Oh, fuck it. I hope this doesn't end the game. Right, that's full now. I'm starving, but it's okay. Okay, it's gone. Vanished. I literally just think that was a bug. I don't know. Anyway, let's get some more food since we're starving again. What do we think we want to do with a number 2 dice? What kind of things might we want to do? Get some spores? Or just put it straight into the... into here again? Energy and condition. We have a chance of negative there. Or we have an extra chance of negative there. No, I just don't want to do that. I should have just put that dice into energy, shouldn't I? Let's put it... Let's see what we lose if we do spores. Don't we gain... No, I was like, don't we gain energy from this? Oh, let's just try it. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, game. Thank you. Okay, let's go and eat some more mushrooms. Okay. I thought there was something weird about that, but never mind. I thought you still got spores, even if it all went wrong or something, but I've gotten my wires crossed with something else, I think. That's okay. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna sleep. We can scrap up, we can sleep, and we can spend some more dice tomorrow. End this cycle here, I think. Yeah. I'm so nervous every time I click on end cycle in case I've forgotten to do something, because time is crucial right now. Well, something's happened because we heard the noise, but there's the clock is ticking. Let's just look around. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I like collecting these things. What can I say? I'm a collector. I have so many ship mines I can easily sell again. If we need a boost of money. For whatever reason. This just doesn't seem to change. It's strange. Okay. This is leaving tomorrow. Right, there's nothing here. Let's go probably to the flotilla. Look at these dice. This is a disaster. Like, we don't have time for this. We just don't. It sounded like something happened, but... Never mind. Well. Okay, well there's our dice to finish this one. Oh no, 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 no. Engineer. Right, here we go. Pilgrim prep. This one's finished now, I heard that. They just keep coming. Perhaps the flux event scared enough of the people that they really believe the eye will collapse. Perhaps they are sick of Havenage or of the council's infighting and hardliners. Or perhaps they just want to take a chance at some new future, a place that's anywhere but here. Whatever it is, the evacuees don't stop. They come on the flotilla shuttles, on their own ships, however they can. I wonder if Lem and Mina would come here, if they hadn't, you know, been sent away. You've seen so many faces pass that they are almost meaningless now, a parade of features that seem both familiar and distant. You've been helping people, lifting bags, bringing in supplies, directing them to the berths you helped build. Some of them recoil from your touch, still unfamiliar with sleepers. Others treat you with pity, some with hate, snatching their bags and storming off. You know what? Fuck off, you're not welcome. Still, you help. Still, you carry boxes and bags. Nothing can stop you. See, Sleeper is just bigger than me. Like, Sleeper is just more... just good. You don't look for Sol. You know he is busy. Just like you, trying to make this thing work. Trying to fit as many people as will come onto the Pilgrim Seed. You know you'll see him before this is all over. You keep working, but there's something in the back of your mind, something eating away at you. You try to push it to the back of your thoughts, but it keeps coming back. The eye is over. That is the thought. That the eye, even if the flux doesn't get it, which is on its way out. No, even if the flux doesn't get it, is on its way out. How can it survive when the floods of people are leaving it behind? Not just that, how can it survive when a shitty corporation is against it, you know? They're just like trying to fumigate the people like they're cockroaches or something. Like, this is all our stuff now. So just go and die and clean it up a bit so that we can now have our stuff back. It's a thought that troubles you because it makes you question why you have held on here for so long, in a place that seems so temporary for so many people. Are you just a stubborn idiot? Someone who didn't get the message? No, we're not the the only reason we're hanging on so much is because of the other people that are. We're not just a little idiot. Or are you strong, committed for lasting the storm, for seeing the collapse coming and facing it head on? Because there is something you are sure of now. This place, like all places, is temporary. And as each phase passes you, each family packs up and gets on board of the Pilgrim Seed, it feels ever more temporary, ever more fragile. Which means it either desperately needs protecting, or desperately needs to be left behind. Oh, this is the thoughts that I've been, bouncing between this entire time. Protection, that's what we're trying to do, because there's people here to protect. Not just people, entities, history. Well, I mean, the history isn't good, but like Feng said, his parents, everything about his parents is here. He wants to hang on to that. Or does it desperately need to be left behind, which you can make a strong argument for. In fact, the argument for that is probably a lot bigger than the argument for protecting it. But there's something that makes you stay, isn't there? The choice is yours. Oh, this is tearing me apart. These dice, man, they're so bad. Right, what kind of things can we do here? We'll lose energy. 50-50. What else are we gonna do with this 3? Come on, give me the good 50. Of course it doesn't give me the fucking good 50. Why would it? Waste of a dice. Absolute waste of a dice. What happens if I use a 2 on there? Can I balance it out? I might get a negative, which is -2 energy, but I only have 1, so I'm the one that's laughing, really. Come on, don't give me the negative. The middle, okay. Well, that's balanced it out. Now it only needs 5 good dice. And, we could use the 1. In fact, we will use the 1. And we'll get mushrooms, so we'll have full energy for tomorrow. Because I don't know what else we're going to do with the 1. We don't have anything to do with it. So let's sunbathe. No. No. Let's work assignment, sorry. All are treated equally, so even though we're having a good day, we still get our energy back. Then we'll go and eat some mushrooms, we'll go and sleep, we'll eat some scrap, ready for a big day tomorrow. We have plenty of money, even if it's not in our pockets right now. It's fine. Scrap and sleep. Yeah? That's all we can do for the day, yeah. 5 more dice into the dust houses is the next job. Which I guess we're going to be doing on the next episode. Oh! We could get it done in 1 day! All of these dice are excellent, except the 1, and we have a reroll. And we're due a good reroll, because we keep getting all shit dice in our rerolls. Or not all shit, but a lot of shit. Oh, okay. This is feeling hopeful, right? We know we still have the 3rd ship to help out as well. And that seems doable as well. We're not even halfway through the time yet. I think we're getting close to the end. Oh boy. Well, let's end this episode here and let's come back for the next one, where we will continue helping the folk and see where we end up, because I do feel like the end is nigh. It is upon us. So I will see you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.